Sports Network. Presented by Endeavor Communications and WinTech. It is a Sagamore Conference matchup. North Montgomery and Danville. Not originally on the schedule as a doubleheader, but Mother Nature had her way the last couple of days, and we are happy to have a chilly, but more importantly, sunny afternoon here in Danville. Alongside Chris Walker, Greg Rakestraw with you on the ISC Sports Network. Again, originally, Danville scheduled to host on Tuesday. We were going to be at North Montgomery for the Wednesday game. Chris, I've never said this before. That game was snowed out. We are playing two here, and happy to bring both of them to you. Thoughts on getting a chance to see these two programs here early in the season?
I'm excited to see some baseball, Greg. It's been a while since I've seen a good high school baseball game. Looks like both teams hit the ball well, so let's see what happens here tonight.
Sons that play currently at Purdue and Lakeland College over in Illinois.
Yes,
Chris
sir.
knows what he talks about from a high school baseball perspective. And first of all, let's brag on the folks at Danville and Pat O'Neill, the facility they have put together. You and I immediately thought of Indiana State and Bob Warnfield.
Absolutely.
This is a turf infield, a dirt mound, and then a grass outfield. We are seeing more and more all-turf facilities, including the brand new Loeb Stadium in downtown Lafayette. This is kind of a hybrid, and frankly, I think it's kind of a great solution. They're going to see the difference in going from the turf to the grass by the time you get to the edge of the infield.
As you and I talked off air a little bit, Greg, if you're building a field here in the Midwest anymore, you probably need to go this route or the full turf field because it saves you games. You're able to practice outside earlier if you get some temperatures. Even if you had some rain before, that dries out pretty quickly. You can get on the field, so this is really nice.
It's the North Montgomery team that comes in at 7-1, so obviously that catches your attention. Their lone loss, we referenced Loeb Stadium, was to Lafayette Jeff just a few days ago. They're going to throw Jared Kirsch on the mound. He is 3-0 to start the season, and in 12 innings, he struck out 21 batters.
Well, if you're a hitter for Danville, you're going to be on the lookout. It looks like he's going to attack the zone, so be aggressive early, get a good pitch, hit it early.
This is a Danville team that comes in at 3-4 on the season. There you see the starting nine for the visitors from North Montgomery. Other thing that strikes me as well is that they're playing a lot of young guys on this team. This group is set up to be pretty good for the next couple of years.
Absolutely. Off to a great start with a bunch of young guys. It's only going to be good for the program in the future.
Again, Danville at 3-4 playing host to North Montgomery. Again, both of these will count as conference contests today. There you see the starting nine for Coach O'Neill's squad here in Danville. Caden Whitehead batting .500 so far on the season. Again, the offensive numbers tilt in favor of North Montgomery. We'll take this quick timeout. When we come back. Opening pitch of this one, the first of two today from Danville High School. We're back with more in a moment. We're presented by Endeavor Communications and by WinTech, and you're watching on the ISC Sports Network.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
The best video on the internet is not the guy of the last week or so. It's the surfing bulldog.
Expecto Patronum, like, Harry Potter. Everybody knows what I'm talking about at home.
I'm not
confused.
12.
You are one of the most disgusting people I've ever met.
You asked. You open up the door. Squeaky. Colts quarterback room is kind of like picking your favorite Ernest movie. They're all pretty bad. You have
Did you actually see any of those?
You have to go. I really was a big Ernest. Yeah.
No way.
Ernest fan. Ernest Goes to Camp was my favorite.
North Montgomery Chargers. Lineup's getting ready to be introduced to the fans that are here at Danville today. Let's thank our great sponsors that are bringing you today's broadcast on the ISC Sports Network. First of all, our friends at WinTech. WinTech Business Solutions. No matter the size of your business, WinTech provides the best internet speeds to meet the needs of your business. WinTech's dedicated business fiber guarantees symmetrical upload and download speeds and exceptional reliability. Call WinTech Business Solutions at 765-742-8428 or visit wintech.com. And thanks to our friends at Endeavor Communications. They offer high-speed service that business and residences need to stay ahead. Get the internet performance that makes it all happen ridiculously fast at weendeavor.com. And Greg Rakestraw, Chris Walker with you. North Montgomery just had their lineup introduced for today's opening game. The Danville Warriors about to hear their names called, and of course, Danville trying to add on to what has been a typically wonderful athletic season for the folks at Danville. Some of the young men that will play today for Danville got to play in the football state championship game back in November, losing to Chittard in the 3A state championship game. Brian Barber, of course, has done a wonderful job for many years over as the basketball coach here at Danville. This is one of the rare years they did not win a boys basketball sectional at Danville, but not surprising we have this level of facilities here given their athletic success across the board the last 2 decades or so.
Yeah, when you win, it's amazing how things start happening on your campus, right? You start getting nicer facilities, more people show up, everyone's interested, so it's awesome. I was just thinking about something, Greg. I wonder tonight, will they do a situation where one game Danville's a home team and then another game North Montgomery's a home team?
I guess we will find out for game number 2.
Correct.
Right now, let's stand like everyone else in the building, and we'll take a listen to the playing of today's national anthem. By the way, something I want to talk about briefly as we'll see the opening tosses from Wesley Wright for Danville coming up here in a matter of moments. Again, this game, as you just alluded to, rescheduled from both Tuesday and Wednesday, and obviously that was the case across most of the state. Some of the teams in southern Indiana was able to play on both days, on Tuesday and Wednesday, but this area north really didn't play over the course of the last couple of days. And that has led to a lot of games being rescheduled today, and there's a couple of different schools I have seen that have not been able to play today just because of the fact we do not have enough umpires across the state of Indiana. I know that Northview and Cloverdale couldn't play west of us. I believe one of their games canceled was a Sagamore Conference get-together like these. So I think Lebanon and Western Boone could not play their game that was scheduled for today due to umpires. So, folks, if you're watching this, if you had a bit of umpiring history, a bit of umpiring background, looking for a good way to make some extra money and help your community, we could really use more umpires in the state of Indiana.
Without question. You see a lot of stuff on social media about umpires being attacked by parents and fans, and I think that kind of pushes some folks away. But like you said, Greg, it's a great way to make some extra money and be around the game and stay around the game. So please get out there if you have a chance. Get your membership or your registration, or certified, I should say, and get out there and do it.
Wesley Wright is on the mound for the Warriors of Danville. This is his 3rd appearance of the season. His ERA is just a bit over 9. You see the coaching staff on your screen for the Chargers of North Montgomery. Wright on the mound, 0-1. He has appeared in 6 innings. Walk's been a bit of a problem for Wesley. He has issued 7 during those 6 innings pitched so far this year. Bradley is the backstop today for the Warriors. There's a look at the Danville coaching staff. We mentioned Pat O'Neill. Great to be at Pat's place of employment this year. So Jacob Kirsch now will lead things off, the shortstop. Jacob batting .381 on the season. Has 14 runs scored and has driven in 4. First pitch fastball in for a strike, and we are underway from Danville.
Nice fastball on the outside corner there by Mr. Wright.
Mentions this part, 315 down each of the lines, 350 to the power alleys. Curveball is a beauty, strike 2 call.
Greg, I'm thinking today's going to be a good day to hit, man. You got a nice wind blowing right center field. not very deep. I mean, great dimensions for a high school stadium. Good place to hit today.
This one misses high and in tight. 1-2 the count.
Let's see if they go old school baseball. You throw the high and tight fastball in 0-2, see if you come back with the breaking ball here. No, fastball frozen.
Miss low. 2-2 the count.
Great pitch by Wright.
Center fielder slightly playing Kirsch to pull the ball. And fouled off that breaking pitch. We'll do it again at 2-2.
Great, looks like the center fielder is really shallow. Maybe my depth perception is off a little bit, but he looks really close right now, especially with the way the wind is blowing.
2-2 pitch. Now from 0-2 to 3-2, and leadoff hitter in one sense is doing his job. He's going to see at least 7 pitches for the guys in the dugout to take an extra look at today's starting pitcher.
Looks like our catcher has some equipment issues. He's got to get a new catcher's mitt. He had the nice tan rawhide, and now he had to go to the black leather. And
as Wesley tells that story in future years, I threw a fastball so hard that it busted the catcher's mitt.
That story will get better and better as he gets older and older.
Even if it was the slowest curveball he threw all day. And this one sprayed foul.
As you said, Greg, really good at bat by Kirsch, seeing pitches. And as a hitter, the more pitches you see, the better off you are.
Jacob, the leadoff batter. Jared Kirsch, the pitcher today, is on deck for the Chargers.
Wow.
So 9 pitches at least to the opening batter of the game. Let's thank our friends at McAllister's, by the way. You see that wonderful elevated shot from behind batter's eye in center field. Using the folks at McAllister's for lifts both in center field and behind home plate today. Thank you, guys. Swing and a miss. Well, again, a good battle by Kirsch, but Wesley Wright to strikeout. There's one down.
Nice job by battling there by Wesley Wright. The only negative of that is you had to throw 10 or 11 pitches to that leadoff hitter, and it's tough when it's the first hitter of the game, but great to get the out.
So here's Jared Kirsch, batting .500 on the season. Has scored 15 runs this year and chased the high fastball.
Pitch is so hard to lay off. It looks so good, but you just can't catch up to it. What a great shot we have right there, Greg.
5 runs batted in. And 0-2, so same scenario as the last batter to the plate.
See if he can get rid of the batter a little sooner this time.
Elevates the fastball, 1-2 the count.
I really love the approach right here by Jared Kirsch. He gets all the way up on the plate, got that back foot on the inside line of the batter's box to kind of take away that outside corner.
And this one sprayed foul. This will get down towards the bullpen area. And the bullpens are on the other side of the fence here at this facility.
Really nice facility. Really nice high school facility.
Center fielder playing about the exact same spot for a hitter on the opposite side of the plate. Thinking that Jared will go the opposite way with his. Curveball does break back across the plate, but remains high. Count at 2-2.
And the North Montgomery parents choosing not to use the bleachers, instead using their lawn chairs right outside the fence.
Swing and a miss.
Great pitch.
Back-to-back strikeouts, and there's 2 down.
Wesley Wright just really paints the outside corner, and Jared Kirsch just could not get to it. Second out of the inning.
Here comes Dyson to the plate.
At number 20, Ross Dyson.
Dyson, 12 runs scored, 12 runs batted in. He has been productive with some outs because he only has 6 hits so far this year.
Wow, extremely productive.
Lefty at the 2-3 spots for the Chargers. First time that Wright's going to work from behind, count at 1-0.
And I don't think he missed very much on that pitch.
Right back up the box, and that'll get through for a base hit. A 2-out single.
Nice job there by Ross Dyson. Just takes that ball right back through the box, take it back where it came from, and You know, and you saw Wesley Wright stick his throwing hand out there, and thank goodness he thought better of and got it out of there.
We've all done that before.
Yep.
Don't do it.
Correct. Yes, sir.
Here comes Jacob Braun, the catcher. 3 runs and an RBI on the season.
Go, JB. Go, Bronny.
And not surprisingly for the cleanup batter, center fielder is really playing Braun to pull. A lot of room in right center if Braun can extend his hands and go the opposite way.
Absolutely.
Good look at Dyson taking a sizable lead at first. Curveball breaks around the helmet. Count at 1-0.
You wonder with off-speed pitches on a day like this where it's kind of chilly if Wright has a good grip on that pitch. You see missed kind of high and behind the hitter there. Always got to watch that on these kind of days.
That is a rather large lead at first.
Yes, it is.
Extends it. Slow roller will turn foul, 1-1 the count. And again, it's a North Montgomery team. They have scored a big amount of runs, and they have done so primarily. They've been aggressive on the base pass, but they do not hit a lot of home runs or extra base hits. So it's not surprising to see him take that level of lead off of the first base back.
I don't think Wright has even thrown over yet either. There it is.
Had him leaning.
Ooh, he did.
Just couldn't get the tag applied in time. Could the first baseman. And Morrell. Great look from our third base camera.
Yeah, Ross was definitely leaning.
Yeah, he had taken a step. He was just in the process of stepping towards second. Again, didn't miss him by much.
Correct.
Get 3 in a row.
No, Greg, when I stole bases in college, I'd originally get a big lead, get as big as I could, and then when I knew I was going to steal, I'd probably take just a little bit half step back. Hopefully, the pitcher would think I wasn't going to go. Good pitch. Missed up.
When I stole bases, usually because somebody had pitch run for me. Count it 2-1.
So you weren't fleet of foot? Is that what you're saying?
I like those slow trots around the diamond, my friend. And this one off the hands, and shortstop catches it on the flare, and that is the end of the inning. So North Montgomery strands 1. Danville comes to bat when we come back. As you're watching high school baseball, presented by Endeavor and Wintech, here on the ISC Sports Network.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Warriors coming to bat on this chilly, but again, sun-splashed day here on the middle of Hendricks County. Greg Rakestraw, Chris Walker with you on the ISC Sports Network. Today's game, a service of Endeavor Communications and our friends at Wintech. On the mound today, Jared Kirsch, 3-0 on the season. 12 innings pitched, walked 3, and struck out 21. ERA is 1.75. Ramirez will lead things off for the Warriors, and Kirsch, much like he is at the plate, a lefty on the mound, and something you just don't see all that much of at the high school level.
You really don't. I'm just surprised at how few left-handed pitchers you see at the high school level.
Here we go, Jared Kirsch. Here we go.
Braun uncorks a wild Get that out of your system now. So Ramirez on the season, batting .238. That's 4 runs scored. Lefty versus lefty to start the game. Outfield playing the leadoff man to pull, and third baseman out of the painted turf and into the green turf, thinking Ramirez might lay one down as the leadoff man.
Tell you what, if you're Ramirez and you're thinking about laying one down, you drag it with you to that first base side because the first baseman's really deep.
Fouls this one back.
But this is 2021 and no one wants to bunt, Greg.
Well, we see that, though, still at this level and even more so at the college level.
Correct.
At the pro level, it is almost like you might get tossed if you put a bunt down.
True.
And you're not the pitcher.
True.
And this one sprayed foul. We'll do it at 1-2. The analytics of the game have not gotten to this level just yet. You still want to play for a run or two or simply make a fielder make a play.
Correct. Yep.
Kind of sidearm that one.
Did.
At 2-2.
Little sidearm fastball. Kind of swept across the plate there.
That's a good thing to do when you got a lefty in the box.
True.
Give him something to think about early in the game. And that one, I believe, clipped the jersey. Yep. Got his jersey. It didn't hit him, but I heard the same thing the home plate umpire heard, and that is a sound call. So ball hit the back of the jersey, and runner at first base. See if you can, I'm sure you'll be able to see it here on the angle, but I heard the exact same thing. You saw the jersey kind of move on the back, but that is a sound call that the umpire makes, and leadoff man aboard for Danville.
Back for the Warriors, number 4, Caden Whitehead.
So Caden Whitehead now batting .500 on the young season. 5 runs scored in 7 games so far for the Warriors.
I really paid attention to Caden in warm-ups. Looked like a slick fielding shortstop, so looking forward to watching him over a couple games here.
Ramirez was not just taking 1 step back, but 2 or 3, and that's always the issue you run into when you're facing a lefty. Takes a little while to kind of figure out the cadence, whether he is heading home or heading your way at first base.
Yeah, what I like to see Tony do is as the first guy on, you need to get a one-way lead, which what I mean by that is
he's going to go on the wild pitch, throw down, and ball was dropped.
Yep.
Because if he hangs on to that, that's potentially an out. That was a heck of a throw by the catcher.
Yes, it was. Great recovery. But when I was speaking on a one-way lead, you're basically getting off the base as far as you can so you know you don't get picked off, knowing that you're going to be going back. Your first move is going to be back to the base.
Get a great look at the play at second base. Next offering home is a bit high. 2-1 the count. So Ramirez rewarded for being aggressive on the base pass. That was not a sure thing, obviously. It just misses off the outside corner. And the count goes to 3-1.
Now, if you're Caden Whitehead here in this situation, you're looking for a ball that's middle away, something you can drive extremely hard in that right center field gap. I believe at that 358 sign there. That was a good approach. Very good approach right there.
And again, you get the benefit if you can put it on the ground. Obviously, second baseman's got to hover by the bag.
Absolutely.
With the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, to your point now, Greg, with 2 strikes, now you're really giving yourself up. Now you got to get the ball hard on the ground to the right side of the field to get that runner to third base.
Charges this one. Center fielder backing up. Should have room. Ramirez will tag. Throw to the cutoff man and dies in the lush April carpet, the real stuff out there in short left field. So runner tags up and there's 1 down. A productive out for Whitehead.
It was good at bat. He hit the ball deep enough to center field to get Ramirez over to third base, and now Danville sitting in a really good spot here. 1 out with a runner on third base.
Michael Carter at the plate, the left fielder. I think north of 300 so far this year. Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch.
Michael got his late rendition of his walk-up song going there.
It's amazing how important that is to high school kids these days.
Oh, my goodness. Like high school, college, that is true.
This one, center field. Center fielder will let it drop in for a base hit. I think the run was going to score regardless because Ramirez was going to tag, but center fielder elected to stop and ensure that wasn't more than a single. And Danville has an early 1-0 lead.
Good job by Michael Carter there, just taking the ball right back through the middle. Ramirez tagging just in case, but like you said, is going to score anyway. So early lead for Danville.
Caden Toney now will come to the plate, the right fielder, batting .421 on the season. Runner going to go, throw down, and nobody got there. And now Carter will scamper onto third base. Not sure if that was the second baseman's cover or simply the catcher threw before anybody could get there. Either way, ace communication, second and shorter, kind of talking to each other now. Take a look.
Yeah, and it's always one of those tough deals because the catcher gets up Braun, does everything he's supposed to do, but it's one of those things where you actually get an error on that play technically because the runner advanced from second to third on that. That's when you go back in the dugout and you get on your shortstop and second base, and guys, you got to be there.
There's obviously no time for him to actually think and look.
Absolutely.
Hey, is somebody going to be there? You just have to get up and throw.
Absolutely.
So runner at third. That just missed the inside corner. Curveball misses.
Another situation here where if you're Caden Toney, you're thinking about getting this run in any way you can. So my thought process is stand to the middle of the field here. Don't pull the ball to the third base, and anything else should get you a run.
Got him. Pulls the string on that one. At the upper corner of the zone, backwards K, and there's two down.
It just froze him. I'm not sure was that a fastball or a changeup that was up, but either way, it was effective. Froze Toney there for the second out.
So Jake Comer now to the plate, the third baseman. 8 runs scored. That's a team high for Danville so far this year. Look at the last pitch that in between the belt and the letters.
Mm-hmm. Good pitch.
Oh, my goodness.
That breaking ball had a lot of break to it, sir.
Your pitch here.
That got the outside corner as well. Counted 0-2.
I'm telling you what, if Kirsch can throw that one more time, that's going to be really hard to hit because that thing starts way in the left-handed batter's box and then bends across the plate. So that's a tough pitch.
Almost unhittable for a right-handed hitter. Kirsch may be wanting to throw that exact same pitch a third time.
Tried.
Yep, because he shook off the catcher on the first request. Count it 1-2.
I'm just surprised that Braun did not shift over there to make sure he's trying to throw it at that outside corner.
Third baseman even with the bag, with Carter standing 90 feet away from home plate.
Oh.
And this one smacked left field. Left fielder was coming in and ball goes over his head. Make it 2-0 Danville. This will be a double. And that is one that was absolutely tattooed by Comer.
Really, really good swing and at bat there by Jake Comer. I say it all the time. I think one of the toughest things to do on offense in baseball is to get 2-out hits. 2-out, especially RBI hits. You can win a lot of games when you do that, and they just did it.
Drew Bradley now to the plate, the catcher.
Number 7, Drew Bradley.
6th batter to the plate this inning for the Warriors. And that's in for a strike. Again, Kirsch came in with a 1.75 ERA, and he's given up 2 runs in the bottom of the first.
I was just thinking that, Greg. This has got to be shell shockage for Mr. Kirsch.
He's appeared in 3 games and won all 3, and this one, off-speed pitch turned foul. And quickly the count 0-2, and I don't think he's pitched badly.
No.
That was the first ball that really, I mean, there was the deep fly ball to left center by Whitehead, but first one really that was been kind of turned on by a Danville player. And this one, off the end of the bat, left center field, left fielder. Didn't get a good read on it. That'll fall for a base hit, and another run will score. Throw goes to third, which allows Bradley to scamper into second. It's a 3-run bottom of the first for the Danville Warriors.
Just really good hitting, putting the ball in play, making things happen. You score runs that way.
A single and an RBI, 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned this inning. Was 1 error, but it does not factor into the scoring decision.
Greg, I'm not sure why was that throw going to third base there? I didn't see that.
It's a great question.
Okay.
So Sam Origer, the DH today.
Ooh, good pitch.
Keep working, 14. Keep working.
1 for 4 this year is Sam with a run scored. It's the outside corner. Ball had to kind of back up.
It did. It really did. It's some
Lefties always get some extra spin, don't they?
onside run to it there. Sure did.
Sizable lead at second. Swing and a miss.
It's going to be interesting to watch how this game plays out, Greg, because you know the saying is if you're going to get to a good pitcher, you need to do it early. Let's see if after this inning, Kirsch is able to settle in and kind of rein things in a little bit.
In total, 4 balls have made the outfield so far for Danville. 1 long out and 3 base hits.
Danville's taking some good rips at him right now.
Count it 2-2. Swing and a miss. Inning is over. With the damage done, Danville plates 3 in their half of the first inning and through 1. They lead North Montgomery in this Sagamore Conference game 3-zip. Back in a moment, presented by Endeavor and WinTech on the ISC Sports Network.
Want lightning fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town. So you can download huge files in a flash, stream videos at blazing speeds, and game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
The best video on the internet is not the guy of the last week or so. It's the surfing bulldog.
Expecto Patronum, like, Harry Potter. Everybody knows what I'm talking about at home.
I'm not
Confused.
12.
You are one of the most disgusting people I've ever met.
You asked. You open up the door. Squeaky. Colts quarterback room is kind of like picking your favorite Ernest movie. They're all pretty bad. You have to.
Did you actually see any of those?
You have to go. I really was a big Ernest. Yeah.
No way.
Ernest fan. Ernest Goes to Camp was my favorite.
Let's thank our wonderful ISC Sports Network crew. Thank you to Jordan Shue, Aaron Van Wolde, Eldon Wheeler, Becca Kelly, Dennis Glover. On today's crew. Thanks to Sam Waugh and Austin Lass as well. Joined by Chris Walker, Greg Rakestraw with you. And again, thanks to our friends at both Endeavor and WinTech that make today's game possible. We'll have both games for you today here on ISC. And originally a Tuesday, Wednesday schedule, home and home.
Yep.
Now it becomes a doubleheader.
Got to get the games in.
So Braden Martin out of the plate. First baseman for North Montgomery. 8 runs batted in this year. First pitch swinging and sends that one foul.
Make sure that one's not going to make it back to my car.
I noticed nobody was parking that close to the fence over there.
That's right.
Prime foul ball territory. Martin 8 for 18, and this one didn't miss it by much. Fouled straight back, but and more often than not, Wright has been working from an 0-2 scenario.
He has. He's jumped ahead of a lot of hitters, and when you do that, normally good things happen. Wesley Wright's got a pretty good frame on him. I mean, I wonder how tall he is. It's hard to tell from here.
Ask the catcher to go through the signs one more time. Now ready. On those 0-2 pitches, he has not come close to the zone in any of them. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, he's early. His tendency has been to attack high on 0-2. Oh.
Comes back with the off-speed pitch. Martin went fishing. Third strikeout for Wright, and there's one away.
That, my friend, is just nasty. That is unhittable.
Chargers, number 23, Brooks Walters.
So Brooks Walters now batting .333 on the young season. Has 10 runs scored and 5 runs batted in. That one poured in for a strike. So far in league action for North Montgomery, they have a doubleheader sweep over Western Boone from a week ago, beating the Stars 11-4 and 6-1. Slow rolling hopper, turns foul, and here we are again, 0-2.
Oh, beat that on now.
First pitch fastball, second pitch breaking ball. Let's see if he continues to do what he's been doing and go high with the fastball here, see if we can catch him. Ooh.
Find the zone there, yep. Kind of went away from what his pattern had been.
Yep.
4 strikeout in 6 batters faced, 2 down.
Gotta like it. Not predictable, attacking the zone, but like you said earlier, when you're always 0-2, you're gonna be in a much better position to do what you want to do.
So Gage Galloway now, the left fielder, steps up for North Montgomery. Here's a sign of how successful their season has been. He's batting .500, he's hitting 7th. Couple of runs scored, 8 runs batted in. Wright misses 1-0 the count. Swing and a miss.
They're just not catching up to that fastball right now, Greg. Ooh.
Curveball breaks away from the zone. Galloway showing some good plate discipline there.
It's a really good pitch by Wesley Wright. It's got a lot of late break to it. Fastball.
And that got him. Strike 3 called. Strikes out the side. And again, of the 6 outs recorded so far, 5 have been via strikeout. We're through 1.5 here in Game 1 in Danville. Warriors lead at 3-0 as you're watching. Presented by Endeavor and WinTech on the ISC Sports Network.
Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
The drive, the take, fouled, and it goes!
Lobbing it to the back of the end zone. They're going to say it's a touchdown.
Left foot gets through. Goal for Vargas. Hamilton will score. Eight, 9, and 1 coming up this time through for the Warriors. The pitcher and Wesley Wright batting 8th. Brett Poindexter, the second baseman, due up, and then the top of the lineup rolls back through with Ramirez. Wright on the season, 375 early in the campaign with 2 runs scored. Let's have a double to go along with 6 runs batted in. This Danville team got a split in their conference opening set with Crawfordsville. Off-speed pitch misses 1-0 the count.
For the Warriors, number 17, Wesley Wright.
See if Wesley can help himself here, Greg.
Sky high pop-up.
This is going to be trouble.
Second baseman, shortstop. Shortstop's got it. There's 1 down. In win, not much of a factor right now, but that was a Sunfield they were fighting out towards the west.
And when you see those balls hit that high behind the mound, there's always some miscommunication that goes on, but really nicely handled by the shortstop Kirsch there.
So here is Poindexter.
Number 5, Brett Poindexter.
That ball breaks completely through the zone. 1-0 the count. Danville did get a game in on Monday where they were run ruled by Mooresville 11-zip. So frankly, having a couple of days off, not a bad thing for Danville. That misses. 2-0 the count.
You know, sometimes it works the other way. You sit around and stew on that too much, right? But they came out swinging today.
Danville played in their county tournament on Saturday, so they had played twice on Saturday as well. This one off the end of the bat. Center fielder drifting. Ball carrying. Center fielder's got it. Well done by Dyson, and that's a hard hit second out for the number 9 hitter in Poindexter.
Love seeing those center fielders run down those fly balls. It's a nice job by Mr. Dyson going to get that baseball. Ball's really struck well, though, by Poindexter, and that's a 9 hitter.
Number 6, Tony Ramirez.
So Ramirez hit by a pitch and scored. Stole a base as well. Curveball, a beauty.
Yes,
in for a strike.
Great pitch.
Danville, by the way, off tomorrow. They will play Frankfort in conference play coming up on Saturday.
The Hot Dogs.
Frankfort, a team that made a deep run in the 3A tournament a couple of years ago. That misses high and in tight.
As I always say, Mr. Rakestraw, your knowledge of sports is just ridiculous.
Say it convincingly and people will believe you. 2-1 the count. Did he offer? I don't think so. And no ask.
Good hold there by Tony Ramirez.
3-1.
Good time to hit. 3-1 counts are so nice.
Turns over this one. Full count now. What's Ramirez got to be thinking? What's he protecting there at 3-2?
Well, I'm sitting fastball and I'll adjust anything that's off speed. Just try to get the bat on the ball. He runs well. Just put it on the carpet somewhere and see if they can throw you out.
You were saying?
It's going to be tough.
Foot race.
It's going to be tough.
He wins it. You've played a couple times before, haven't you?
Well, it's a fast leadoff man, and at times you try to get too big at times at the plate. But again, that's a situation where when you run well, just put the ball down hard and run the bases.
And let's face it, you're also dealing with a lefty on the mound who is falling the opposite direction.
100%.
Perfectly placed ground ball by Ramirez. He has reached base in both the first and the second. Here's Whitehead.
See, Greg, this to me is one of those situations where Ramirez has already been on first base. He's seen a move. I think you need to be trying to steal early in the count. Even if you get thrown out, you got your 2-hitter coming up the next inning.
Ramirez still trying to get the read on the lefty. He was moving back to the bag as that ball was heading home. Count at 2-0. Again, his steal was not a straight steal. It was a steal after a ball that was in the dirt. Scored on the single by Carter. Now a quick meeting of the minds going to happen here as Kirsch finds himself down 3-0.
Yeah, he's laboring a little bit. Body language isn't the best right now. I think he's upset with himself going 3-0 right away to the 2-hitter Whitehead. He's got to find it. The tough thing about this, I normally tell my players, in a situation like this, the first pitch right after a mound visit is normally a strike. The problem with this situation is it's a 3-0 count, so he most likely won't be swinging.
That misses. 4-pitch walk.
Yep.
So first walk issued today. Just the 4th in 4 games played by Kirsch so far this year. And 13 2/3 innings. There comes Carter. His run batted in was the 6th of his season. And that grazes the outside corner for a strike.
Yes, sir. See if Mr. Michael Carter can be productive again here. Another runner in scoring position.
That's an old Uncle Charlie right there.
That was, and again, that one's kind of unhittable because it really bends around that outside corner. If you're Michael Carter, I would get on top of the plate to try to cut that pitch out.
Count goes to 0-2. Runners take off. Foul ball. Ball hit the bat, so they got to go back.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a foul ball or an HBP there, but umpires all over it. Calls a foul ball.
An unfortunate break for Danville because they had a double steal pulled.
And I think they were both going to be safe.
Oh, yeah.
Great jumps.
I don't think there was a throw, frankly.
Exactly.
Ooh. Curveball, a beauty. And again, from Carter's eye, you can't make yourself swing at that one because it started so far outside. So 2 runners stranded by Danville. They'll take a 3-run lead at the top of the third. As you're watching, presented by Endeavor and WinTech on the ISC Sports Network.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 10 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click weendeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
Brewer jams it home.
That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net.
A little fireworks in the first half.
Throw it up for Tillman.
Whoa, my goodness. 122.60 for Penn.
What a swim! 6 of them.
Today's game on the ISC Sports Network presented by Endeavor Communications. With Endeavor's ridiculously fast internet speeds, it's now easier for you to watch, work, study, and play all at the same time. Sign up today at join.weendeavor.com. That's join.weendeavor.com. Greg Rakestraw, Chris Walker with you here on the ISC Sports Network. Sulk, the first baseman, number 8 hitter here for North Montgomery. Knee high for a strike. Austin 3 of 9 so far this year. 3 runs scored and 4 runs batted in.
Head down, drive it.
Wesley Wright comes right back out, pounding the strike zone.
That one slipped out of his hands. 1-1 the count.
Of course, as I say that, throws his first one back to the backstop.
You've done this long enough now. You qualify for the broadcaster jinx. 2-1. So far, 1 runner has reached. That was a ground ball single by Dyson. Back up the box. Other than that, it's been a pop-up to shortstop and 5 strikeouts for Wright. He has pitched from in front most of the way, and now hitters count here at 3-1.
Yes, it is. Have not seen many of these so far.
Good pitch to hit, and this one sprayed foul. Heads up Grandma and Grandpa down the way.
A lot of people walking in down there. Am I seeing that right? Yeah. Oh. Got a late arriving crowd.
Well, normally these games are 6 o'clock, but because of the doubleheader, starting a little bit early.
Gotcha.
Full count. Payoff pitch, and that one sliced foul. We'll do it again.
We're going to have a packed house. That's a nice little crowd coming in here right now.
I was telling you this and having a conversation with a good friend of mine that's an AD locally, and just from observing some things, that'll be fouled back. 3 successive foul balls on swings by Sulk. But because of not having a spring season last year, I think there is much more of an appetite for fans to come to see these spring events this year. Knowing how much time you missed a year ago, people are not missing the opportunities to come watch their friends, family, relatives, whatever, come play. Swing and a miss. Elevated that one after, again, thinking he was going to swing, knowing he had thrown 3 straight strikes. Good pitching by Wright, 1 down.
I'm really impressed by Wesley Wright so far. Really impressed. And to your point, Greg, to add on to that, so I'm following, obviously having a son in the Big Ten right now, following him around. Big Ten hasn't been allowing a lot of fans. Most places just parents. But have you seen any of these SEC stadiums like Dudy Noble for Mississippi State or or in Oxford at Ole Miss. It's been unbelievable.
You think the folks from the left field lounge are going to miss an opportunity?
Oh it's just been unreal, man.
They had to drink on their own and start in Vegas last year. What are you talking about? 0-2 the count.
And, of course, I'm very fond of that coach at Start Vegas because that was the coach that originally recruited my son to Indiana, Chris Lamonis.
Strike three. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. 3 in a row. Make that 7 strikeouts and 9 batters faced for Wesley Wright. 2 down.
Yeah, Wesley is really impressive thus far.
Here comes Jacob Kirsch, the shortstop.
Yeah, he's been able to work in and out, up and down. When you can do that, man, you're going to have a lot of success. There it is, outside corner.
And the numbers for Wright were not overly impressive in a couple of brief appearances so far this year, but.
And I don't understand how, because he looks really good.
Curveball, a beauty. Strike 2 called.
I like the fastball, I like the curveball. He looks very poised on the mound, very good, clean mechanics, very repeatable. I mean, he looks really good.
Count at 1-2. This one, line back up the middle, shortstop, scampers over.
Oh, nice.
Good play, better throw. Well done.
Nicely done.
Whitehead on the defensive gem. And again, the guys in the field have not been called on very often so far for Danville. They were up to the challenge on that one. Through 2.5 at Danville, Warriors lead at 3-0. You're watching, presented by Endeavor and WinTech on the ISC Sports Network.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Today's game on the ISC Sports Network is brought to us by WinTech Business Solutions. With escalating bandwidth, latency, and financial demands, let WinTech's customer dark fiber solutions manage cost while creating future-proof networks. Call WinTech Business Solutions at 765-742-8428 or visit wintech.com. So 4, 5, and 6 coming up this time through for Danville. Caden Toney struck out looking in his previous plate appearance. 1 of 3 strikeouts so far for Kirsch. Low and inside, ball 1. One and 1 the count.
Good rip there by Tony. Just missed it.
Tony entered the game batting .421 on the season.
Ooh.
Smacks this one. That'll get down for a base hit. This will go all the way to the wall. This should be a stand-up double. He'll stop right there. Second extra base hit for the Warriors, and the leadoff man is aboard for the second time in 3 innings.
I'll tell you what, Tony sure looks the part. He's got a little swag. He's got his little shin guard there. Takes it off. Looks good in the box. Really good swing there. Double in the left center field gap. Start the inning.
For Tony, that is his 3rd extra base hit of the season. 2 doubles and a triple. And now Comer, the third baseman, who has the other double and scored the 3rd run in the home half of the first for the Warriors.
Now here's the question. I would never do this, but will you bunch your 5-hitter here? Good, thanks, Coach. I'm so glad you did.
Not up 3-0.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Fifth base hit so far today for the Warriors. Outside corner. 1-1 the count.
Good pitch by Kirsch. Also good take there by Comer. There's not much you can do with that pitch in that situation.
Outfield really playing him to pull. Now putting the bunt down and placed it perfectly.
That's going to be a hit.
That will be a base hit. At the time the runner was going to steal third regardless, and Tony, he had it. But Comer pushes his way out with a bunt for a base hit. Runners in the corners now with nobody out.
I was literally just going to say, you know, I'm not a big fan of bunting my 5-hitter. However, the way North Montgomery was playing that was wide open. So very good decision there by Jake Comer.
Coach O'Neill knows a thing or two.
There you go.
Been around for a little bit.
Yep. He's had some good players, huh?
Couple. Drew Bradley. Singled and had an RBI last time up. And that one hit him. So the bases are loaded. Second batter hit today. Courtesy runner will be coming in here. So Bradley can head back to the dugout and get the gear on.
Greg, this is one of these situations where if you're a fan of Danville, I think you need to be greedy. One run in this situation is not enough. You need to put up a crooked number in this inning, and you need to do it right away.
Oreger at the plate, struck out last time up. Caleb Stevens in as the courtesy runner for Danville. Corner infielders playing in, middle infielders playing back. So a ground ball up the middle could turn 2, but would score a run. But as you said, Danville's looking for the big inning here.
Yes, they are. The other interesting note is I don't believe North Montgomery has anyone warming up in the bullpen right now.
Off the end of the bat.
That is big trouble.
This one will land in fair territory for a base hit. One runner will score. Second runner will score. All runners up there. A seeing eye single, a flare by Oreger scores 2, and it's now 5-0 Danville.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you don't have to hit it hard. You just got to hit it where they're not. And Oreger did just that. Gets up off the end of the bat, lays it into right field, drives in 2. Production.
So third hit of the inning. First 4 batters have all reached. Now Wright has to potentially put down the bunt. Runner kind of hung out to dry. Second throw behind him, they got him. So kind of stuck in no man's land was Stevens, the courtesy runner. Great scramble and throw by Braun, the catcher. First out of the inning comes at second base.
Really good throw by Braun to cut down that runner.
Quick toss back over to first. Swinging away this time, and Wright slashes it. Center fielder came in. Ball gets behind him. Runner at first had to hold. They're going to stop the runner at third. So runners at second and third on the long double by Wright.
And that ball was really hit well by Wright. He squared that thing up, and I think it beat the center fielder a little bit. He thought, like you said, coming in right away, and then by the time you make that first false step, you're in trouble.
So again, the pitcher in right will also qualify for a courtesy runner. So Heffernan comes in to run for him. Here comes Brett Poindexter, who hit a deep fly ball to right center field earlier. Danville's tattooing the baseball right now.
Yes, they are. I'm kind of surprised that this team was no hit a couple days ago.
Played just 5 innings in their loss against Mooresville on Monday.
Heck, that means what, Trevor Bauer throw for Mooresville or what? I mean, who no-hit these guys?
Trying to bunt his way on for a base hit. Look at third. Fake the throw to first. Now they got the runner stuck, and they'll tag and apply the out. That was well done by Kirsch.
Yes,
Fake the throw to first base. Got the runner at third to bite, and Oreger unfortunately comes up a bit gimpy at the end of the play. Good news for Sam. He's the DH. He's got a little time to kind of figure out what's going on there.
A little time to heal up.
There's 2 down.
So it's at a 1-2
1-2
out? Yep.
So 2 down. Runners on the corners. And Poindexter going. They'll try to get the third out there, and they will. So how about Braun? He is responsible for outs 1 and 3 of the inning on throws to second base. Inning is over, but Danville does tack on 2 more. Take another look at this one here as we are through 3 at the home of the Warriors. The lead 5-0 on the ISC Sports Network.
The best video on the internet is not the guy of the last week or so. It's the surfing bulldog.
Expecto Patronum, like, Harry Potter. Everybody knows what I'm talking about at home.
I'm not
confused.
12. You are one of the most disgusting people I've ever met.
You asked. You open up the door. Squeaky. Colts quarterback room is kind of like picking your favorite Ernest movie. They're all pretty bad. You have
Did you actually see any of those?
You have to go. I really was a big Ernest. Yeah.
No way.
Ernest fan. Ernest Goes to Camp was my favorite.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
One more look at the last play to end the bottom of the third. And again, this throw is easily ahead of the runner. However, look at how Poindexter was able to slide. I think that's what part of a conversation was out at second base, that, again, that might have been safe just because Poindexter did a good job of holding up and sliding around the tag of the shortstop. But
well, here's what we know.
Yep.
In Major League Baseball, that call gets reversed due to replay, right? Because of the slide, that's the move that Javi Baez made, made everyone try not to do it now, which is very difficult to do, by the way, but that was a great slide there.
And we have the benefit of slowing that down. Our second base umpire does not.
No, he doesn't.
So perhaps a break for North Montgomery, but they got some work to do. Down 5-0, going to the top of the 4th inning. There's Jared Kirsch, the pitcher, at the plate.
And it looks like they're going to stick with Jared Kirsch on the mound as well.
Well, at some point, knowing you got to play 2 today, the idea is like, hey, you need to eat some innings for us.
Absolutely. Become that sacrificial lamb, so to speak.
Kirsch, a strikeout victim last time up. That misses low.
Ooh. Wright kind of took a double take in there to make sure that was low.
Outfield playing shallow and to pull for the number 2 hitter. And Kirsch, you have to pick up the bat the entire AB. And for Wright, that's just the second base runner he has allowed today. And the other base runner for North Montgomery now walks to home plate in Dyson. Dyson, a ground ball back up the box last time up.
I think if Dyson does the same thing this time he did last time, it may result in a double play.
Ball got away from the first baseman, but again, if you're Kirsch, knowing you're down 5 runs, you got to be absolutely sure.
100% sure.
You're going to win that foot race down to second base.
Now you got Caden Whitehead kind of pinched up the middle a little bit, playing double play depth, so it's going to be tough to get a ball through the middle.
Enough of a lead over at second to get Wright's attention.
Tell you what, Wright's firing that ball about 85 mile an hour over to first base on his pickoff moves, man. That's his best fastball.
Dyson shows bunt. They'll throw behind, tag applied. Oh, almost.
Ooh, really
almost.
Close. Great decision there by Bradley to throw behind the runner there. You normally see it in those situations. When you're bunting at the plate, you get kind of an extra secondary lead. You get too far off the base and may have missed the tag there. But very close play.
Great job on the camera work by Becca Kelly down in the first base dugout. Runners leaning, tag applied. Got him that time.
Sure did.
That's a heck of a move that Wright has.
It is. Quick feet. Quick feet really lead to really good pickoff moves.
Right, when you're a right-hander.
Absolutely.
You pick somebody off because of your ability to turn.
Absolutely.
Walk us through it.
Yeah, it's just really quick feet and a short delivery, short arm swing over the first, and he's out by a mile there. He couldn't get back to the base.
And strike called on Dyson. 2-strike count now for the center fielder. Just tailed off the plate.
Go back to that back pick by the catcher over the first base. And sometimes we get on the umpires, but just kind of looking at the positioning of the base umpire. With only 2 umpires, there's so many things you just really can't see well enough to make a good call on.
Right. Count at 1-2. And we began the broadcast by saying we're seeing games be canceled because there's not enough umpires available.
Absolutely.
Just missed.
Just really thinking of that situation, how upset I'd be as an athlete that we can't play a game because there's not enough officials, right?
Comes back to the fastball and got him. Strike 3 called. 2 down.
Right, gets right back on the hill, pumping strikes. Good result.
That's his 8th strikeout in 12 batters faced.
That's not bad.
Because of the pickoff, he has faced 1 batter more than the minimum today. Here's Braun. Flare to the shortstop last time up. If he will Michael Conforto, he would put his elbow in the strike zone on that one. Want to know the count?
Oregon State to the New York Mets.
And there for a strike, 1-1 the count.
Michael Conforto was such a good college baseball player.
What a nasty curveball that was.
Yeah.
In our broadcast position behind home plate, we have a good look at the way that ball moved in the last 20 feet before it got to home plate. 1-2. And he chased at that one, couldn't lay off of it. Another outstanding inning for the Danville hurler. We are halfway home in this one with the Warriors enjoying a 5-0 lead as you're watching. Presented by Endeavor and WinTech on the ISC Sports Network.
Want lightning-fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town. So you can download huge files in a flash. Stream videos at blazing speeds. And game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
The best video on the internet is not the guy of the last week or so. It's the surfing bulldog.
Expecto Patronum, like, Harry Potter. Everybody knows what I'm talking about at home.
I'm not
confused.
12.
You are one of the most disgusting people I've ever met.
You asked. You open up the door. Squeaky. Colts quarterback room is kind of like picking your favorite Ernest movie. They're all pretty bad. You have
Did you actually see any of those?
You have to go. I really was a big Ernest. Yeah.
No way.
Ernest. Yeah. Ernest Goes to Camp was my favorite.
See some of the fans enjoying today's game. Bottom of the 4th inning here at Danville. First of 2 we'll have for you on the ISC Sports Network. Today's game presented by Endeavor Communications and WinTech Business Solutions. Alongside Chris Walker, Greg Rakestraw with you. Kershaw for his 4th inning of work. He's going to face the Danville order for a 3rd time through as Ramirez will lead things off. Now, you are familiar, like we go to minor league ballparks, sometimes they have like a ball dog or a bat dog that will go get the bat. Like I think Trenton was famous for having a bat dog for a while.
Yep.
We have a press box therapy dog.
There we go.
Here today. I like this.
The dog's doing very well.
I like it.
Very well behaved as well.
Oh, tremendous. He's only barked when he's arguing with the home plate umpires. Strike zone. That's it.
Right.
This one smacked to right field for a base hit. Ramirez has reached base all 3 times today. 2 singles and a hit by pitch.
And now's when fun starts for Ramirez because he can really run.
Whitehead now to the plate. Reached on a walk and a deep fly ball to left center field in his previous plate appearances.
And we didn't get a chance to really talk about it because it was the 3rd out of an inning. He made a really nice play on a ground ball hit up the middle a couple innings ago.
And there have been few balls hit in the field by North Montgomery players, and 2 of them have been to him.
Yep. I love watching middle infielders work. I love watching the feet, the hands, the arm action. Love the athleticism of those middle infielders.
2-0 the count. Outfield playing Whitehead to pull in center field. Runner goes. Whitehead puts down a bunt. 1 play, first base. Kirsch makes it. 1 down. That's the second time we've seen kind of the bunt and run. Walk me through the strategy there, Chris.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I think Cody Whitehead could have not bunted that one because Ramirez had such a good jump.
Right.
He's stealing that base, and then you can let him hit. You can swing him over to third base if you need to.
So 1 down. Ramirez doing a good job of getting a big lead from second every time because he's reached second now all 3 times he's been to the plate.
And he fools me every time because I think he's stealing third every time he does that.
Here's Carter, struck out looking last time up. Single and scored back in the first, and there's 90 more feet for Ramirez. He'll easily make his way to third. On the wild pitch.
That's about a 50-footer by Kirsch there on that breaking ball. Now if you're Michael Carter, you're sitting pretty again. I mean, a situation where you have 1 out, runner on third base, look for something up that you can get to the outfield grass, get yourself another RBI.
First baseman comes in here, third baseman comes in as well. Middle infielders remain back. Not close to the zone that time for Carter. 2-1 the count. And Carter into right field.
Done.
Right fielder drifting over, makes the running grab. But it will be his second RBI of the game, and Danville now has plated runners in innings 1, 3, and 4. They lead at 6-0.
That is just a really, really good at-bat by Michael Carter. A ball that's kind of up and away, and he doesn't try to do too much. He puts a very good swing on it. Right fielder makes a tremendous running catch, but that is very nicely done situational hitting.
Tony fooled by the curveball, shortstops there, and that is the end of the inning. But Danville tacks on another. We are now through 4 here in Danville. Warriors lead 6-0 as you're watching on the ISC Sports Network.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Wright looking to repeat what he has done in innings 1, 2, 3, and 4. He has allowed 2 base runners. He has faced 1 more than the minimum. He's given up 1 hit. He has struck out 9 through 4 innings of work, and Danville leads 6-0.
Yeah, Greg, I want to go back to that last at-bat by Michael Carter and talk about that a little bit. I am just a tremendous fan of situational hitting. That's a situation where you're up 5-0, right? It's easy to get big and have a bad at-bat there, but what Michael does is lets the ball travel, ball's up and away a little bit, and he punishes a ball deep enough in the right field to get himself an RBI. That is a great team at-bat right there.
So Martin at the plate, struck out first time up. Right, fires that one homeward, and 0-1 the count. It has been first pitch strikes more often than not from Wesley Wright.
Yes, it has.
Curveball, smack to center field. Center fielder backing up, still has room, and makes the play a step or 2 in front of the dirt. And there it's a long hit, first out of the inning for North Montgomery.
Very nicely tracked there by Tony Ramirez, the leadoff man. You see, he goes back. He has to turn over his shoulder one time, and he stays on the ball the entire time. Makes a nice play in right field. Really good footwork there by Tony Ramirez.
That is the first ball other than the single in the first to make it to the outfield today for North Montgomery. Walters at the plate. Walters a strikeout victim as well, and quickly finds himself down 0-2.
This is one of those games where if you're a teammate of Wesley Wright, you congratulate him after the game, but you also say, hey, man, can I get some action next game as well? Oh, wow.
That one was caught, so no need to throw it to first base. And it's the first time we really kind of see him throw one that was tailing in on a right hitter.
Yes.
Strikeout number 10, 2 down.
I'm going to go on a limb and say this has to be a career-type game for him, right? 10 strikeouts?
We need to tell the Wright family our services are available for remaining games this season.
I was just thinking, do you guys still do the videos? The family may need to get a video,
DVDs and digital downloads are available.
There you go.
Curveball misses. 1-1 the count. Galloway, the left fielder, at the plate for North Montgomery. Wright wants to take a moment to reprocess on the mound.
Gage Galloway. I like that name.
8 runs batted in, 2 doubles. High hopper. Right fields. Flips over to first base. And that is the end of the top half of the 5th. We go to the bottom half of the inning. It remains 6-0 in favor of Danville. Back in a moment on the ISC Sports Network.
Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Today's game on the ISC Sports Network presented by Endeavor Communications. With ridiculously fast internet speeds, now easier for you to watch, work, study, and play all at the same time. Sign up today at join.weendeavor.com. Danville trying to tack on to their 6-run lead here in the home half of the 5th. By the way, that shot you see of the Danville flag jostling in the breeze out in left center from one of our great lifts from our friends at McAllister's. Helping us get up in the air both behind home plate and in center field. Baseball and softball are not the easiest sports in which to televise, so thanks to our friends at McAllister's for making our job easier today.
Let's go, 1-5, here we go, babe.
Kerr slings that one towards Comer.
Jake, I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I hope I don't mess you up here, bud, but he's got a perfect day going. He's got a double and a single, Greg. Let's see what he does this at bat.
He has scored 2 of the 6 runs so far for the Warriors. Ramirez has also scored twice for Danville.
Give a shout out to my bald head brother Greg Mash out there paying attention to us here in the booth.
Curveball, a beauty.
Great pitch.
1-2 the count. One couldn't find the plate. 2-2 the count.
Really good idea by Kirsch, trying to go out there, see if the umpire would expand the zone a little bit. He doesn't. Makes a good call. Now you got to battle with 2-2 count.
Every Danville runner has at least reached base one time in today's game. This one off the end of the bat. Center fielder was playing that way anyway. He is coming in and makes the play. That is Dyson. May have got it with the heel of his glove, but it works just the same. And there's one down.
It does work, and I do need to apologize to Jake Comer on that. I'm sorry, sir. I messed up your day.
So Drew Bradley, the catcher, singled and hit by a pitch in his 2 plate appearances so far. Just off the corner. 1-0 the count.
Home plate umpire's been very consistent here today. Very good job.
That's in for a strike. Off the end of the bat and sprayed foul. Count it 1-2. Shake off of the first sign and nod ahead for the second. And the pitcher won that decision. He won the battle with the batter at the plate as well. Strikeout looking. Second or third one of those today. Fourth in total for Kirsch, and there's 2 down.
That's a tough pitch there on Drew Bradley. That's that left-handed fastball that comes across his body to a right-handed hitter that ends up on the inside corner. Tough pitch to lay off of, but it's also a tough pitch to hit.
So this has been Oreger's spot in the lineup as the DH. Morrell, the first baseman, now going to get an opportunity here. And again, we saw Oreger come up a bit gimpy as he was thrown out at home plate back in the 3rd.
Good memory there, Mr. Rakestraw.
Morrell rolls over top of that one, turns foul.
You didn't even put a special mark in your scorebook to remember that. That's just right off the top of the brain there, huh?
It was only 9 hitters ago. It wasn't that long ago.
Come on.
Morrell on the season, 2 for 16 with 2 runs scored. That's a double and 2 RBI. That one broke out of the zone.
It's a good hold there by Morrell. It's really easy to swing at that pitch that's about a 58-foot curveball and put yourself in the hole, but does a good job laying off.
Especially when it's a lefty and the ball's coming towards you.
100%.
This one on a sidearm slings it, and this should find foul territory. It does.
Not by much.
But as you talked about right at the beginning of the game, we have seen the ball really carry to right field today.
Yeah, you look at the flags. They're blowing pretty hard out that way. And like I said, this is a really, really nice park and a great place to hit, I would think. And Danville has showed you today they really like hitting at home.
And Warriors coming in at 3-4 on the season. Split a pair of games they played on Saturday in the Hendricks County tournament. Curveball, a beauty.
Great pitch.
And for the first time today, the Warriors are retired in order. We are now through 5 at Danville. The song remains the same. Warriors lead it 6-0 as you're watching on the ISC Sports Network.
The best video on the internet is not the guy of the last week or so. It's the surfing bulldog.
Expecto Patronum, like, Harry Potter. Everybody knows what I'm talking about at home.
I'm not
confused.
12.
You are one of the most disgusting people I've ever met.
You asked. You open up the door. Squeaky. Colts quarterback room is kind of like picking your favorite Ernest movie. They're all pretty bad. You have
Did you actually see any of those?
You have to go. I really was a big Ernest. Yeah.
No way.
Ernest fan. Ernest Goes to Camp was my favorite.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 10 gig. Get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click WeEndeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
Tonight's game is sponsored by WinTech Business Solutions. Let WinTech design, deploy, and secure your business's internal network so you can focus on what matters to your customers. Call WinTech Business Solutions at 765-742-8428 or visit Wintech.com. I was curious as if he could stay in the frame for the entire read.
That was pretty cool.
So Wright is on for his 6th inning of work. Austin Salk, the first baseman, due up this time for North Montgomery. Again, those of you watching live, whether it's via our Facebook, Twitter feed on ISC, on Endeavor Television, on the ISC Sports Network, our television channel, it's on 10 different cable outlets across the state of Indiana. There will be a brief pause in between Game 1 and Game 2, and we'll be back for another one as soon as these teams are ready. We had to wait for a moment for Drew Bradley to get the gear on. Ready to go now. First pitch swinging a Salk. Whitehead steps, fires. He had plenty of time. And there's one away.
Good footwork there on the routine ground ball by Mr. Whitehead. Like him at shortstop. Good looking player.
Well, he's got shortstop hair. I mean, easily.
Definitely got a nice flow.
That's a middle infielder haircut he's got going.
Most certainly.
I mean, as a Reds fan, we have to appreciate the little things in life, like Jonathan India's hair. Ground ball to the third baseman. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Hayworth quickly retired.
Saw a lot of Jonathan India in college for the Florida Gators. He was a really, really good player.
Jacob, been a pretty good player for the Reds so far, too.
Yeah, not surprised to see him in the big league so soon.
Kirsch starts the 3rd trip through the lineup for North Montgomery. Hit a ground ball to shortstop last time up. That was really the best defensive play of the game. One that has not required a lot of them for Danville. And again, a wicked curveball from Wright that kind of slashes its way through the zone. 0-1 the count.
And I can't believe I'm just noticing this. Unfortunately for Jacob Kirsch, he was a lot like I was. Left-handed thrower, but right-handed hitter. I am still mad at my dad for that. I was a guy with a lot of speed, but hitting from the right side of the plate made no sense at all.
Now you're thinking of Jarrett, who is up next.
Okay.
Is the lefty.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Jacob swings through and misses that one.
That's right. This is a shortstop. I'm sorry. Good call.
Because I guarantee you he's not a left-handed shortstop.
If that's
Those happen about as often as left-handed catchers.
Ooh.
High and in tight. Jacob can give you an accurate stitch count.
Yep. Buzz the tower there.
Count at 2-2. Again, that was out of the zone, but the break on that ball.
So much lateral movement on that pitch.
And just overthrew that one. And this is the 2nd walk of the game issued by Wright. And it's the 3rd base runner in total for North Montgomery. This is a North Montgomery team that came in at 7-1.
Yeah, I don't think the coach is going to be getting on him too much with 11 strikeouts or so and 2 walks. I think you can live with that.
Wright already has 1 runner picked off of those 2 previous runners he has faced. So if you're wondering why he is paying attention of 6 runs in the 6th, he has earned that opportunity. Runner does go. They'll throw down, good looking throw, but did just pull the shortstop and Whitehead a bit to the right. North Montgomery, for the first time today, has a runner at 2nd base.
I'm not sure the reward is worth the risk in that situation, being down 6 so late in the game. But hey, whatever floats your boat.
Swing and a miss. Before this game, North Montgomery had scored at least 6 runs in every game they had played this year.
Wow.
Hit double figures in their first 4 wins of the year. And at least 6 runs in their other 3 victories. And their lone loss, Lafayette Jeff, as time is called, was of the 9-6 variety. So I saw you at the first ever game at the brand new Loeb Stadium.
Yes, sir.
On March 31st between Lafayette Jeff and Central Catholic. How long did you last out there in the chilly conditions that night?
Bottom of the 4th, I was out of there. It was miserable. It was pretty miserable.
That misses. Press box was ice and toasty. You could have come up and hung with us.
But I do have to say that was not the coldest time I'd ever been at that stadium.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because Purdue had practiced there in some of their preseason stuff, and that was pretty bad.
Off the end of the bat, shortstop's got it. Whitehead fires over to first base, and the inning is over. Well, Danville has one more chance to expand their lead in the home half of the sixth as they lead North Montgomery 6-0. Presented by Endeavor and WinTech, you are watching on the ISC Sports Network.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
The best video on the internet is not the guy of the last week or so. It's the surfing bulldog.
Expecto Patronum, like, Harry Potter. Everybody knows what I'm talking about at home.
I'm not
confused.
12.
You are one of the most disgusting people I've ever met.
You asked. You open up the door. Squeaky. Colts quarterback room is kind of like picking your favorite Ernest movie. They're all pretty bad. You have
Did you actually see any of those?
You have to go. I really was a big Ernest. Yeah.
No way.
Ernest fan. Ernest Goes to Camp was my favorite.
Back at Danville High School, Greg Rakestraw, Chris Walker with you. Thank you, Aaron Van Wolde, Dennis Glover. Thanks to Becca Kelly, Eldon Wheeler, Austin Lass, Sam Waugh, and Jordan Shue. Thanks to the good folks at Danville for having us out because our original plan was to be at North Montgomery for yesterday's game. Thankfully, the folks at Danville have been great about having our cameras here for football games and basketball games during the course of the season. They were more than happy to have us here for baseball today as well.
Glad to be here.
And we were here when it was down to parents in January for a game against Monrovia. And knowing how well the folks at Danville support their team, it was eerie being in that gymnasium, about 150, maybe 100 people, maybe.
I can imagine.
Thankfully, we were back at the end of the season for a game with Avon. The crowd was a lot closer to full, at least half full that night. Counted 0-1. Wesley Wright, the pitcher.
He's throwing a tremendous game today.
Has an extra base hit as well. Chase that one. And I do not blame Wesley if this at bat is a quick one.
No
focus on the top of the seventh.
That's right. Wright family, make sure you call in to folks at ISC and get yourselves a video, get yourselves a DVD of this performance by Mr. Wright.
Could be trouble.
That's going to be trouble.
Pitcher, great play.
It was.
That's where it helps. Again, you're lefty, you're following that direction, but that's second or third time we've seen Kirsch really field his position well. There's one down.
Yeah, definitely very athletic on the mound there. Gets off the mound and fields his position really well.
So now Poindexter. Deep fly ball to center field. And reach on a fielder's choice. He got the tapper back to the pitcher that ended up resulting in an out at home plate his last time up.
That was the other really nice play by Kirsch because he faked the throw to first and came back and got the runner.
Count at 2-0. Outfield straight away here for the number 9 hitter. This marks the third trip through the Danville lineup. Hop up, second baseman's got it. There's 2 down. By the way, that is 8 consecutive batters now that Kirsch has retired.
Yes, kind of found it. Found a little rhythm.
This is the player that has given him more fits than anybody else.
True.
Ramirez hit by a pitch, singled twice, scored twice. Stolen base as well for Ramirez.
Ramirez has also made a really nice play in the field, fielding his position in center field.
Curveball, a beauty, had Ramirez ducking and finds the inside corner.
Good take there by Ramirez. It's a really tough pitch. Not much you can do with that one.
The count at 0-2. 3, 4, and 5 due up next time through for North Montgomery. As Wright goes for the complete game shutout in the top of the 7th. Curveball, another beauty, and Ramirez knew it 0-2. He had to give it a go. He's retired for the first time today. But for Danville, it may not matter because they'll take a 6-0 lead to the top of the 7th. Back after this as you're watching on the ISC Sports Network.
Want lightning-fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town, so you can download huge files in a flash, stream videos at blazing speeds, and game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
So Wright looking to throw 7 scoreless innings for Danville. And 3 batters have reached. He has walked 2. He has allowed 1 hit. He will face batters 3, 4, and 5 for North Montgomery. Dyson is the lone player to have a hit today. That was the 3rd batter to the plate. Ground ball right back up the middle. Starting to see a little more contact for these North Montgomery batters, kind of the 3rd time through, but they have not done much in the way of damage as this Charger team. Like we said, they have scored at least 6 runs in their first 8 games of the year.
Really impressive performance of Wesley Wright. He's attacked the zone. He's gotten ahead early on a lot of hitters, and that's led to a lot of success for him today.
Swing and a miss. And again, those guys, now that you're on to bat number 3, you're thinking, hey, I'm going to see a first pitch strike. So good job by Wright to place that just off the outside corner.
You got it.
Curveball again. A beauty, 0-2 the count.
That pitch has been really good all day today. Do you go fastball away here or another breaking ball? Let's see what they do. Breaking ball.
And it worked. Second time that Dyson has been retired via a strikeout. That is number 11 for Wright today. Here comes Braun. Braun has had a chance to showcase a good arm behind home plate for North Montgomery, but is 0 for 2 at the dish. Fastball rides out of the zone, 1-0 the count.
Some good velo on that fastball.
As evidenced by that one, 1-1.
Tell you what, Jacob Braun's not getting cheated up there at the plate right now. Good pitch. Great pitch.
That was a 12-6 curveball, was it not?
Yes, it was. Right on the inside corner. That's what's called the front door breaking ball that freezes a hitter. Again.
Same thing. Went right back to it.
Man.
It's one of those days. He is throwing darts out there at this point.
But this is what we were talking about earlier. I mean, when you're a pitcher, when you can work up, down, in, and out, you're going to have a lot of success because your job is to change the eye level of hitters. And when you can do that the way he's doing it, you're going to have a lot of success.
Sometimes you get some help.
Yeah.
As Martin chased that fastball out of the zone.
This isn't the guy you want to help.
Martin fly ball to center field last time up. Deep center field. Ooh, ground ball, third baseman's got it. Steps and fires over to first, and that's it, and that's all for game number 1. Danville made quick work of North Montgomery in this one. They win 6-0, and a complete game shutout. 1 hitter thrown by Walker, 1 hit, 2 walked, 12 strikeouts, and North Montgomery falls for a second time this year. They go to 7-2. Danville boosts their record to 4-4.
Just an extremely impressive performance by Wesley Wright today. Pitchers, pay attention to that performance. Get ahead early, stay ahead, pump the strike zone, and you'll have a lot of success. Very nice job, Wesley Wright.
And that game finished in a timely 90 minutes, which is what you want to have happen on the front half of a doubleheader. With that, we will give our crew a brief breather. We will be back with you as soon as we're ready to play game number 2. But from now, a temporary goodbye from Danville. For Chris Walker and our entire ISC Sports Network crew, this is Greg Rakestraw, presented by Endeavor and WinTech. You've been watching high school baseball on the ISC Sports Network.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.